right, welcome. Today we're in Sussex County, Virginia. We're at Pine View Greenhouses. They grow mums, obviously. Look at all these beautiful garden mums that are out here today. All kinds of different colors. We've got this nice kind of a burnt orange here, red, yellow. Yellow is one of the most popular. People love that one. Some really beautiful colors here. And people love mums. In the fall, they're one of the few plants that are blooming out there during September and October. Just a really nice plant to put in the fall garden to make a decorative display with pumpkins and straw. And what we're talking about here are hardy garden mums, not the florist chrysanthemums that you see. These are a little bit different. These will do very well in most of the climates in Virginia. And people will buy these in these beautiful decorative pots that you see here, just like this. They're not terribly expensive. You'll find them at just about any garden center. Really nice, and they look nice, and then you put them on your patio, on your deck, on your front porch. And some of the care and tips that you might do with these is they need a lot of water. You can imagine when they've been growing out here at the farmer's field, they give them water every day, and they're in a soilless type media, so as you have these on your deck or your patio, you want to continue that practice. You want to water these just about every day as you're going into the fall. You might cut back a little bit. And in terms of fertilizer, they don't need a whole lot. Sometimes the grower will have put some slow release fertilizer in here, and as they're blooming anyway, they don't need a lot of fertilizer. So if you grab these in a pot like this, put them on your deck, they don't need a lot of maintenance, a lot of care, and they'll bloom for you throughout the growing season. But there's some other things that you can do with these if you buy them and want to take them home and maybe put them in the garden. Let's talk about that next. These mums are in a little bit different pot, a little bit smaller too, than the mums we just looked at. Less decorative pot. This would be something you'd maybe buy in early fall and put in the ground. And they'll do well in Virginia in the ground. They'll probably even overwinter for you. And so the process you'd go through, you'd take this, find a nice well-drained location and put this in the ground. For the first couple weeks, you want to water it pretty heavily, make sure that it gets established very well. And you'll have beautiful blooms throughout the fall. Now, in terms of fertilization, it doesn't need much, just like the larger pots. But as this blooms throughout the fall, it'll start to kind of die back, and then when it freezes, you'll notice all the plant will kind of die back and look brown. I would leave all that plant material around the plant. It'll kind of give it some protection through the winter time. Now then in the springtime, probably sometime in May, you'll start to see some shoots coming up out of the ground. Then you can go ahead and clean that area up around from last year's plant, kind of cut all that out of there. As those shoots come up, you know, they're going to be probably nice green shoots that'll come right up out of the ground in the springtime. They're going to the plant will start coming up and not be round necessarily like this, but it'll probably be single shoots, a few of them coming up. And what you can do is you can go ahead and pinch that back or cut that back. If you take and cut about half that stem back of each of the stems that are coming up, what that'll do is it'll cause the plant to branch out and make itself more round like this here. Otherwise, it'll get more tall and leggy, and they'll tend to flop over when they bloom. So a couple of these pinches through the summer, maybe the last pinch by the 4th of July, and that'll also help to delay flowering until the fall when you want it. In the springtime, you can also find mum transplants that you can put in the ground, and they'll flower for you at the same time in the fall. So you don't just have to look at the fall to buy those and put them in the ground. But either way, mums can be a great plant to go in the landscape or around the house. For more information about mums and how to care for them, please contact your local county extension office and talk to your master gardener. From the Ground Up, I'm Chris Mullins. We'll see you next time.